actually back. I'm quite impressed with myself there. I don't know who I think I am. But yes, I'm back for a little update video on my stitching for October. Welcome if you are new. Thank you very much for joining me today. Please subscribe and stick around, and thank you very much for returning if you've been with me before. I've tried some new lighting today because these autumn winter months are just no good for this filming malarkey. So I've put up a little ring thing behind the camera. It's annoying me with the glary glasses, but let me know what you think. Is this any better than normal or not? I'd like some feedback on this, because if it's better for you guys, I can put up with the annoyance of being blinded and having stuff going on in my eyes. Anyway, right, let's get into it. So I'm hoping this will be a fairly quick update today, because, you know, just a month's worth of stitching to catch you up on. And I don't really have much else to show you, I don't think. I've got some fully finishes, some whips and a new start, but I don't have any haul or other stuff, I don't think. So yeah, let's just get rolling into it. Not much has been happening life-wise. I feel like October's been quite a nice settled month-ish, I think. Just been plodding on nicely at work. What else has happened this month? We've had half term. The kids have been off school this last week. My little boy turned 4 last weekend, which was very exciting. We spent the day in Diggerland in Yorkshire, because he is a very typical boy, obsessed with superheroes. You might be able to see some of his cards up here. And vehicles, basically. So we had a day at Diggerland where they just got to sit on diggers and ride diggers all day. They had the best time. It was great. Anyway, we've calmed down from birthday madness, and yes, back to school Monday. Another bit of normality. So yes, nothing much to report. All good. Right. Let's get into it. So I've got 2 fully finished objects to show you. Again, I don't know who I think I am, but here we go. So the first one I've got to show you is a finish that I showed you last month, which is Deadly Aquarium by Lola. So as I'd finished it last month, but I've now got it in a little frame to show you guys. I say a little frame, it's quite a big frame really. Let's see if we can do this without glare. So here it is. No, there's definitely all the glare, but you get the idea. So I picked this frame up just from the range, which is where I tend to get all my frames from. They're cheap, they're nice and varied, most of them. So this is my first FFO. That ring light is annoying, but there we go. I think this light actually shows colours a little bit better. It makes things a little bit brighter, which is good. So yeah, I've just got this really simple black frame. I just thought the black would really, because this frame is also black, I just thought it would look really cool. So that's what we've gone for. So that's all done and dusted. I'm ready to go up on the wall. Just a little reminder, I stitched this in 32 count linen from Chromatic Alchemy in the colour Anira. I used all the call for DMC. Did I say this was by Lola? It's by Lola, in case you didn't know. And I just love it. I cannot wait to put this up on my wall. As always, Mum has framed this for me and she's done a great job. Yeah, super excited to have that one completely done and dusted. Let's throw that one out of the way. Okay. Next FFO to show you is also a finish, and this is Quick Stitch Blue Butterfly by Ching, Chou, Kuik, and charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. So last time you saw this, I will pop a picture in of where I'm up to. My voice is getting croaky, sorry about that. So this I'm stitching on 25 count antique white Lugana, and last time you saw it let's have a look, I'd done 11,703 stitches, which was 72.24%, and now it's in a little frame and everything. So here we go. She is fully done and I am obsessed. I love it. Again, just another frame from the range. And just with it being such bright colours, I just thought with the black mount and then the black, is it black? Grey? Dark frame. I just thought it would make all the colours really pop on this. So yeah, again, framed by my lovely mummy. Yeah, so that's all done. So as I say, last time I was at 72-ish%, and I was just colour completing basically as I went. And if you remember, I was passing my little bag of colours around the retreat, at the last retreat I was at. I just carried on with that, but replaced table mates with my children. So each evening before they went to bed, I got them to pick a colour each. And yeah, I just went for it basically, and I got it all done. And I love it. I just love all the little dainty stitches. It's tiny. It's really tiny. It's about 16,200 stitches in total. So if you're looking to do a HAED and are terrified by the size of the majority of them, go for this little thing. It's super cute. I just love the colours. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say on this one. I'm just really happy to have it done and off my whip list. Started this a very long time ago. It's definitely been about 4-ish years. No, 3 years, 4 years. I don't know. A long time in the making for the size of it, basically. So yeah, it's all done and I love it. There is actually a few more in this. It's not really a series, but similar style, which I would like to get to at some point in time, but not right now. I started this, whenever it was, with Jemima, the rocking stitcher, who yesterday, I think, posted a new video for the first time in about 2 years, and I made a little screamy noise when I saw her video had come up. I just love Jemima's videos and I've missed her so much. So if you are also a Jemima fan and you haven't seen that she's posted a new video, go on over. She's started a whip parade, first part of a whip parade, and there'll be another video coming soon, she assures us, which I'm so pleased about to have her back. Yeah, Jemima's just great. And I'm so pleased to have finally caught up with her and got this finished. So there we go. Second FFO. Right, I feel very out of breath today. Whew, right, okay. I have one more finish to show you. This is Villains by Happy Sloth Designs, Patterns, Happy Sloth. I'll pop a picture in of where I was last time, which was 17,692 stitches, which was 90.87%. So I was pretty close last time. And as you know, if you've been here before, this was my live-in car project. Just lives in the car, ready for stitching on at school pickups. And I got it all done. So there we go. All finished. So I had done down to this bottom row, and it just needed colouring in, basically. And it's now done. So I finished this about a week before the kids broke up from school. Super happy to get this done. In fact, I think I was near enough done. And I think it was like a Friday, and I had maybe like the grey of this chap left to do, and I just thought I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna use my nighttime stitching just to finish it off because it was so close. So yeah, all done. This I stitched on a 16 count Ada, just a plain white Ada, and this was done to match the princesses one that I'd already done. So yeah, looking forward to getting those both finished together. However, I've not left myself a huge border, so not sure. Gonna have to do some working out on that one as to how we get that finished. But again, super pleased to get that one off the list. So because that was my in-car stitch project, I needed a new one to do in the car, basically. So yeah, let's move into whips and I'll show you what I picked up to replace that project. So I wanted something nice and easy. Again, if you've not been here before, I basically 3-ish times a week, sometimes less. I get about 20 minutes to half an hour in the car, sat outside school to pick my daughter up from school, and that's like my time to do some stitching, pop an audiobook on, and just have like 20 minutes to half an hour of decompress time. So I just want some nice, easy car stitching to do in that little bit of time. So I've picked up a very old whip that's not seen the light of day for a very long time, and even when it had seen the light of day, I think it's in the light of day for a not very long at all. So I'll pop a picture in of what it'll look like when it's finished. So this is, did I say, Colours of Summer by Stitchrovia, who is Emma Congdon. There's a series of these, so there's all 4 months, no, not months, seasons. And also I think she's done a Halloween one and a Christmas one. And I'm pretty sure in a magazine recently, I've seen like a Colours of Home or something. So there's plenty of these knocking about. I'm definitely going to do all 4 seasons at some point. Whether I do the Christmas one as well, I'm not sure, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll pop a picture in of where I was last time. So this was barely started. I think I had like half of one block done. But anyway, here is where I've got 2 now. So this was the block that I was half done with last time. So I've done that. I finished this one. So underneath each one, it will have like words of what it is, but I don't know whether to do that all at the end or what, I don't know. Anyway, so I've done this one, I've done this one. And then I thought I would just get, basically I had a work trip on a train over to the Wirral the other day. So I thought I would stitch on the train for a change. I never get the train, I was very excited, it was lovely. Anyway, so I thought I would do some of these like more county bits because I just had a little bit longer on the train, it was about an hour in total. So yeah, I've started this one, and these are now just solid colour, which once kids go back to school next week, I can just fill in, and obviously got the stripes in on this one. So it's already coming along pretty nicely. I'm happy with that. So I thought I'll just pick this little nudge. I think I can fit 9. I think there's another row down here. So yeah, I thought I'd do them. And yeah, just see where we get to. So really happy to have pulled this one back out to get some progress on it. I think this is on 18 count Ada, just a white Ada. I started this way back at the very start of my discovering Flosstube journey, I suppose. Because I've stitched for ever. And yeah, but I was very much a one project at a time kind of person until I discovered Flosstube and realised that you could stitch on all the things at the same time. So I'm pretty sure that before I filmed like my first or second video, I was like, I just want to start things. And this was one of those projects. So yeah, Colours of Summer by Stitchrovia. This you will start seeing pretty regularly now in replace of the Villains piece in most of my videos, I think. So yeah, that's that one. Okay, next is Quaker Pumpkins by Hello from Liz Mathews. Hang on, let me just move this little piece of paper out the way. Sorry if it's a bit rustly. That's better. Right, here is what it'll look like when it's done. And I'll pop a picture in of where I was last time, which was 1,791 stitches, which was 14.14%. And here is where I am now. So this I'm stitching on 40 count fabric, 40 count linen in Cafe Olay. There we go. So I can't tell you my proper percentages anymore. I will tell you some stitch counts and percentages, but they're not correct. Basically, in my last video, I was saying, I'll just bring this back in. Ow, there's a needle there. I didn't want to stitch this All Hallows Eve bit. We're just not, oh glare. I'm just not a Halloween person, really. I love autumn, love pumpkins, but just not Halloween. So I had got the word conversion that Georgia from Georgia Girl Stitching did, which I think says Autumn Harvest. And I was going to put that in, and then I was umming and ahhing whether to put any words in at all. And then I didn't know what to do with like the border situation. And then Alissa messaged me, who is on Flosstube and needs to film a video. If everyone can just go and give her a little push along, because she did promise me a video and I ain't seen one, I don't think, that I can remember. Anyway, Alissa messaged me and was like, have you seen this finish? And sent me a picture from Candace K, I think she is, over on Flosstube. And she, in fact, I might try and put the picture in of her finish. So she had removed, going at this picture again, she'd removed the text, she'd removed this second like row here of border, and bumped this border up here. Now I hadn't thought of removing this line of border, and I was like, that's it, that's brilliant. So that's what I've done, if you can see. So I unpicked the little bit of this border that I already had done, like this one that was here. So I unpicked that, did the border up here, and that's going to be where we do. So I've obviously got 3 more pumpkins to do, but I'm forgetting that text. So on my pattern keeper, this is a very long way of coming back to my percentage thing. On my pattern keeper, I've like already coloured in all the text and that bit of border that I'm not doing. So according to pattern keeper, I have now done 6,417 stitches, which is 51.63%, but obviously I haven't actually done that much. Anyway, this is where we're up to. So myself and Joe from Belushi Stitches started this as a stitch along that we were going to do in September, October, November, just like a little portion each month. No plans of like finishing or like a set amount to do each month, just to get some work on it in those 3 months. So this is my September section, which I think I've done this pumpkin and some of these bits up here. And then this is my section that I've done in October. So obviously now it is November, if I hadn't already said, it's the 2nd of November today. So at some point this month, I would really like to get like at least this middle pumpkin done, and hopefully like the borders to carry along and match up. So yeah, that's where I'm up to. I absolutely love this pattern. I love how dainty the stitches are on the 40 count. Yeah, I'm excited to pick that one back up this month and at least get that middle pumpkin in, and then it'll go away for this year, and hopefully I would really like to get this finished next year. Before autumn would be nice, so I could display it for autumn, but we'll see. Right, my next whip to show you, in fact my final whip to show you, I've just pulled out in the last week or so I think, and it is my Fruits of Plenty by Modern Fruit Embroidery. So I will pop a picture in of when it's finished, which everyone has seen a million times before. So this was the 2021 stitch along I think, so we're going back a good few years now. And I'll pop a picture in of where I was last time, which I think I'd done 10 sections. So just in case you didn't know, this stitch along was split into 12, 1 per month of the year, and I had done 10 of them. The only months I had left to do was September section and December section. So I've made a start. I'm not taking this out of the Q-snap, I'm afraid, because it's all not Q-snap. What is this? Nudge. Yeah, I'm not going to take this out because it's exactly where I need it to be at the moment. So this is September's section here. So I'm doing all right. I've done about 50% of this section. So I've done all the dark thread. So I'm stitching this on 32 count natural Lucan from Zweigart, and I'm stitching using the suggested colours, which is DMC 3750, which is the dark, and DMC 932, which is the lighter blue. So yeah, I've done, let's move that so you can see it properly. So I've done all the dark section, all the dark colours, and I've just got the rest of the light blue section to go. So I've done all the bits like down here, and it's just this big panel, and I think carrying on this fill in here around there, and that's all I've got left to do on this section. So yeah, really pleased with this, and I would really like to get this finished this year, because obviously I've only got this section and then this section down here to do, which apparently means I have approximately 5,660 stitches left in the whole thing, which is doable, I think, by the end of the year. However, I also have other plans I want to do by the end of the year, so we'll see. But yeah, loving having this one back out again. I found it a real struggle to get back into it when I was doing all these like fiddly bits up here, but once I really got into the swing of it, yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and this will go quite quick now, hopefully. Even though it's a lot of stitching, it tends to go quite quick doing these like fill-in bits. Let's see, can you see? Like this more of this bit here. Anyway, so yeah, that's coming along really, really nicely. Love to have this finished this year and knocked off the whip list. My only issue is once I've finished it all, I've got to fill in, there's like a section here and a section on the other side which meant to have initials in. I've spoken about this on a previous Flosstube. I don't really do initials on stitches for some reason. I don't know what it is about having my own initials on there. So I just need to work that out. But if I've finished it, it'll force me to do something with it. So yeah, that's where we're up to on this one. Coming along nicely. And then I've got one final project to show you, which is a new start. So basically, I was plodding along nicely with my stitching, getting like my, what do you call it, any cells that I was doing out the way, boxed off nicely. Was really happy with that. I had like a good little structure of plans that I wanted to do for the year, like, you know, managed to finish my blue butterfly. Yeah, everything was just ticking along nicely and I had a good plan set up for the year. And then I realised that basically my brother and my sister-in-law are having a baby and are due in December. And I think I just kind of left it and put it off for a long time. In case you are new around here, they very sadly lost a baby last year, quite late on, about was it about 19 weeks, I think, 20 weeks. So I finished my birth sampler that I did for that baby and made it into like a nice little memorial piece, which they've got. And so for starting this birth sampler, I feel like I just put it off for ages. But then I suddenly panicked and was like, oh, like December's quite close now. We should probably get this started and moving along. So I picked a sampler and I've started it. So the one I've picked, they're having a little boy, which is very exciting. And this is what I've gone for. So the samplers I've done already for my niece, and also my niece that we sadly lost are both also Historical Sampler Company. So I felt like I should carry on with the theme. So because it's a little boy, I've gone for this lovely vehicle themed piece, which is called Get Set Go. And I think it's so cute. So I've started this, I've picked up the kit and I'm using all the kit materials. And this is where I'm up to. So this is, what is this? Is it 16 count? Yeah, 16 count Ada in like a natural colour. And this is where I'm up to so far, which is, let's have a look, 4,644 stitches, which is 28.92%. So it's like this top section done. And it's so much stitching because of these huge borders around everything. I just love this little tractor in the middle. I think that's brilliant. So yeah, that's where we're up to so far. So I've still got quite a lot to go. But I kind of figure baby really is not going to care if this is not done for the minute he's born. So I'm not going to put too much pressure on that to be finished like now. But yeah, I'm just going to plod along nicely with that one. So my plan is with this, obviously I've done, let's bring this back in. So I've done like this top section here. I need to do these, are they little hot air balloons? Yeah, I need to do these hot air balloons and obviously leave this gap free to put the details in when he's born and get this section done. But then if you can see around the edge of everything, there is another, what, like 3 layers of border, 4 layers of border. Yes, there's a white one in there as well. 4 layers of border that goes around the whole thing. So there's a lot of stitching still left to do. So my plan, I think, let's move into plans. That's that one, and then we'll come to plans for everything. Right. Why am I so like breathless? Plans, right. Where are we? 2nd of November, so I've got 2 months left of the year. I would really like to finish my Fruits of Plenty this year. That is another 5,500 stitches. I would also really like to finish this year. So I've got next weekend, which is the Floss Friends retreat over in Rotherham, which I'm very excited for. And I feel like that if I sit and stitch for the weekend, I can get quite a lot of stitches in. So I'm thinking this might be a good one for that, because if before I go, which means I've only got this week to do it, Sorry, I'm just going to be thinking out loud for a minute here. I've only got this week, so maybe if I put a hold on Fruits of Plenty for this week and get in, at least count the hot air balloons in and count this section of border out, and then maybe at Floss Friends I can focus on this bottom bit and get all those little motifs in and then just get stitching on that border. That might be a good plan for next weekend. We'll see. So maybe get a bit done on that next weekend. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. And then I can come back to Fruits of Plenty. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Right, and then also in November, I need to stitch my big pumpkin on this. And it is also Nautical November, which is a stitch along that myself and Joe from Belushi Stitches host, where we stitch on anything nautical themed in November. So for that one, I would like to stitch on my Black Pearl piece, which is by the Witchy Stitcher. Can I reach it? 1 second. I can reach it. Right. I don't have a huge start on this, but it would be nice to get a little bit further along on this one. I don't know which way around it is, but there we go. That's where I'm up to on it. So I'd like to move that one along a little bit this month for Nautical November. And then it is December, which is Dinosaur December. And I don't currently have any dinosaur themed whips started, so I need to start some. In theory, this sounds great. However, I did some sums the other day, and I reckon on average I do around 300 stitches a day. Which, if I remember my maths correctly, that's like the birth sampler and Modern Folk embroidery piece, and that's it. Which don't work for me. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll just keep going. I feel like I'm in that thing now of, whereas I had a good few months this year of like no stitchy bug, I'm really struggling to get going. I want to stitch on all the things and get some good progress on everything. So yeah, we'll see what we get to, basically, is what I'm saying. But definitely more on Modern Folk embroidery, definitely more on the bird sampler, and we'll see where we go from there. Right, that was a very rambly bit of video. Sorry about that. So yes, next weekend is the Floss Friends retreat, which I'm really looking forward to. There's a lot of people I've already met going to that. If you are going to that and I don't know about it, let me know, and then I can look forward to meeting a lot of you there. What else have we got on? I'm hoping, I would like to come back in another month's time at the start of December to do, or at least mid-December, sometime in December, I would like to come back and do a bit of an update, and then we're ready for Whip Parade time, hopefully, I think. Yeah, that's the Flosstube type plans. Yeah, other than that, not a lot on, I don't think. We'll just keep going, keep stitching, and see where we get to. Let me know on the lighting situation, if it's been any good. And on a final note, I'm pretty sure today is Darcy Cameron's birthday. So happy birthday, Darcy. This is your present, a video of me. Great. Happy birthday. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I feel like this has been a bit of a mess, but that's just my brain. And I will see you all soon. Thank you very much. Bye.